cameraman. So we're with Kathy. In a minute. So these ones, the 13.0 and the 8.0 are for body. Okay. Then the 0%. You can actually set it up, down to minus 50, plus to 50%. What do you call
Outspoken.
it? No, I'm trying to.
For vaginal tightening, and say for instance you don't know if they're much more effective.
Yes. So actually, I think you've changed since last time I saw you. You actually fired, in theory, 25, exactly 25 shots, in theory. It doesn't... Old cameraman. So we're with Kathy.
Now you get one of the best views.
Oh yes, yes, it's all the signs. I'll keep it rolling. Waste management. Oh yes.
They scrunch through.
And that is all Chinese, you're saying?
Yes, this whole suburb is now Chinese.
Oh, okay.
They live in here and they live here, and then what we'll do is we'll go down the bottom. Flourishing is what it was even a year ago. And then I was listening to the news this morning, I believe.
Yes.
That we're waiting for Moody's to give their verdict on this is the Blue Shopping Centre. It's also predominantly Chinese. So we're waiting to hear what the rating is going to be.
For?
That Moody's give us the financial rating.
For what? The country?
Yeah. They downgraded us 2 years ago. And we are bordering on junk status.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I thought the economy was getting Areton Ltd. Oh, this is Chinese as well.
Yes.
So look.
One over here, and then you've got this whole centre over here on the left is a massive Chinese shopping centre.
If it's a golden service, then for a year, even if the device breaks down, we'll just send a brand new one.
So why does
And
it
then
only
just with
have
the-
1 month guarantee?
Yes, because it's a special price.
Oh, okay.
It's a special price.
Okay.
That's one. If you want, we can sell you more expensive. You get the full year. There's no problem. We
It's
can do
like,
that.
no, I just have to ask.
Yes, of course you have that. Okay, now we're gonna put this one is not needed. I'm gonna leave it here.
No, it's got you see it's got a gap there. So where's
Yes.
that one's? That's a.
What I normally do is trial and error. I'll go there. And then that's it, I think, yeah. See whether it does work. Yes, it does work. And then what you see on the screen is this. Get our logo and vaginal. Then you go back and face.
Oh, the light is on
Okay.
the screen here.
Gonna go back because there's not any head in there. And what we're gonna do, so this one is empty. This one is empty, okay? So this is the transducer in here. Can you see it?
With the little line. Yeah.
Can you see the transducer? Yes. And it goes up and down. and the line here is, can you see it? We've got 0 to 25. So 25 millimeters, from 0 to 25 millimeters, and it starts shooting up until here, and you can tell the device by changing the parameters on the screen to actually deliver dots from here to here, from here to here, from here to there, to the top, if you wish. And then we can actually adjust that length on the device. So now what we're going to do is just going to fill this with water. We're going to do it here, see whether I can actually show it. So it's going to be, and I need a bit of, what do you call it?
Paper towel.
A paper
towel.
Yeah. So
you fill it level.
Completely, yes.
Okay.
You get paper. They're all filled, so I'm just showing you this bit. They're all filled. Okay. With a paper towel, what you do is just, you see these edges here? These are going to put a sticker on. You're going to make sure that these edges are completely dry, because otherwise the sticker is not going to stay on. And this process got to be repeated every 3 months, because the water
the water
will vaporize on its own.
Okay,
and then
so
when it vaporizes, then it will stop working.
Okay,
so
you fill it up every 3 months only, or can you see when it's?
No, you've got to do every 3 months. Every 3 months, especially in hot weather, it's got to be done. Because if you don't do it simply, it will not deliver anything, because it needs to have the water at the right level, and then on its own it will tend to vaporize that water. And it happened to me before. I took all the engineers to tell me I have to refill the cartridges with water, and I felt like a donkey.
En nie vir my kyk daar aan die kant van een van die kantsakkies. Ek dink die een het nie meer is my bril. Daar onder die stoel.
And then, if we can actually show this.
This.
Okay. So we're going to get one of these.
How many stickers are there?
There are 1, 2, 3, 6, I think, or more. So we're going to place it gently. I already made sure that everything is dry. Okay, beautiful. There we
So
are.
I need to order those stickers from you.
Yes. We're going to leave you with some. Okay, beautiful. That's done. And that's filled with.
Oh, okay. It has got a cover that you pull
That's it.
off.
That's it. Thank you. Just gonna get that right. I'm gonna put the.
Aan die kant. Buite.
Buiten gekant. O, hier agter.
Daar.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful.
My eyes.
Okay, that's
Now I
it.
can see better what
So
I'm
what we're
doing.
gonna do, just as an exercise, so we're gonna put this in the in here, and it's very easy.
Oh, wait, let me get that right.
It's very easy. You just look for the groove. Look for the groove here. There's a groove in there as well, and you just slide it in, bang, and it goes.
Clockwise.
No. It's just you slide it in.
Oh, it's
and
just
it goes.
sliding.
Yeah, just make sure
Okay.
that the stripes align.
Yes, that's it. So, what else?
So what's
Okay.
the difference between the two?
One is a 3.5, sorry, a 3.0 and a 4.5.
What?
Go. Depth. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Okay,
What?
beautiful. Let's
what's
go
the-
one by one.
Yeah.
Kathy, can you show me explain this, please? Yeah. So I'm going to take out all the cartridges, okay? See whether that is actually taken away. So stay there, Kathy. Yeah. So,
How do you know this one and that one? Which one is which? Is it more? Is there any writing
I'll
on
show
it?
you. I'll show you.
Andreas, are we
Yes.
done with the box?
Almost. Do you want to take it away?
I was going to say, let's take that away.
Yeah. This is a 3.0. Can you see the number?
Is that in
3.0
millimeter?
millimeter. 3.0. Okay. 3.0. So you can see the number there. What 3.0 means? 3.0 means is that the shots are delivered exactly 3 millimeters from the surface of the cartridge. Okay, that's very, very simple.
Is that also filled with water?
Yes,
Or is it
I just
sticker?
filled it. I just filled it before I came here. This is, what does it say?
1.5.
1.5. What that means is that the shots are delivered 1.5 millimeters from the surface of this cartridge. And if you see here, from here to there, there's what is it? The distance. So look, distance between here to there.
Oh, this
Here to there is 25
The
millimeters
width of the line.
of the line. Yes, this is 25 millimeter. This is 15 millimeter.
Is it?
So 1.5 centimeters,
Okay.
and this is 2.5 centimeters. Okay. I'm gonna open the other ones one by one. They're all being pre-filled with water 2 days ago. So what does it say here? Show you. 13.0. What that means is that the shots are delivered 1.3 centimeters away from the cartridge. So they're quite deep. Yes, this is for body. I can open the other one. So this one says 4.5, which is
Also,
the shots are delivered 4.5 millimeters away from the cartridge. Okay,
is that one for face or
that's
body?
for face.
Face.
I'm
So
gonna
all
open
these ones are for face.
I'll show you which ones are for face, and we're going to do
That
the
one is
test on
body.
the device. And this one, what does it say?
8.
8.0. So look, should we show you? Yeah, perfect. 8.0, which means that the shots are delivered 8 millimeters away from the cartridge. Now, the ones that are for body are,
How do you know
These
what
two.
is this width? It's not written here.
yeah, it's not written, but you know because they're all the same, and I'll explain in a minute. So these ones, the 13.0 and the 8.0 are for body. Okay. Then the 1.5, which is this one, the 3.0 and the 4.5 are for the face.
So how do you decide
then-
which one goes where?
Which one goes where, meaning?
Is it a specific area on the face that you work with?
Okay,
each
beautiful.
hair?
This is
Does it go according to the thickness of skin? Or
we're gonna go into the face here. So the face, what it does actually, this image here. So we've got two images: the vaginal and the face. Okay, the face does the body and face. So we're gonna click there, and then look at what we do. See, this cartridge is 1.5, and it's got 1.5 centimeter from there to there. All the others, I've got from here to there, I've got 2.5 centimeters, which is 25 millimeters. Okay, so now as this is an exercise, we're just gonna place this one in. Okay. And it stops buggering us. Okay. Excuse my language.
No, sorry that I'm laughing at the buggering. I'm thinking of Nora. Where's Nora and Sam?
So they're going to watch this anyway. He's going to watch this.
It
Okay.
actually shows you.
Yes, it shows you
which
1.5.
cartridge
And also, if we actually zoom in here, look, it shows you also on the face where you can actually place the shot. Yeah. So basically, if we look at this, so we've got the forehead here, and here as well, the under eyes, and then this part of the face, the cheeks, and the mouth. The mouth is going to be quite sensitive, and also you cannot see you can do the neck. Now, please look at me. Please look at me here. Now, basically here with a 1.5, you can do the whole face, but the area to avoid is this one. You see the cheekbone here. It's just because it's going to be painful, and if you can, please do avoid the Adam apple. The 1.5 is quite safe. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this now. Basically, it's the safest one, but I suggest you start with a 4.5 when you do the face treatment. So now I'm gonna go and replace the cartridge for a 3.0. There we have it. Okay, this is a 3.0, and if you see here, from here to here, there's 25 millimeters. Okay.
So that's your length.
Yeah, and look at the length there. And this is the length, 25 millimeters. And then you can actually change that if you want. You can reduce it down to 5 millimeters. And this got its own merit. This has got its own merit, and I'll show you.
When will you reduce it?
I'll show you when we're actually doing the treatment. And we're leaving it at 25 millimeters. So that means that if we're actually looking at the cartridge again, look at from here. Basically, the shots start from here up to 25. If I actually reduce the length here, say for example to 20, go here, you're going to go look here. Basically, the shots are going to start from here up to 20 millimeters. They're not going to go all the way to here. So this is a demarcation so that you know where the line starts and finishes when you're actually delivering the shots. But at the moment, we're leaving at 25 millimeters. Now let's look at this here. What we see is what cartridge we've actually inserted. Every time we actually change the cartridge, we see which one is inserted. Here is the total that the cartridge has, and this is what is remaining in terms of residual shots. This is when the line. This is the how many lines we have actually fired with this cartridge. This is the total of the treatment. And this thing, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna press on this. When I press on this, what you've got here is a parameter called distance. This is the distance between the shots being fired, and then you can change it between the minimum, which is this one, and a maximum, which is 1.6 millimeters. So in this case, every 1.6 millimeters, you've got a shot being fired. So if we go back to here, so the first shot is fired here, boom, and then it moves 1.6 millimeters and it fires another shot, and so on up until the end, because we actually have selected 25 millimeters. Okay, so if you do 25 millimeters divided by 1.6 millimeters, you know the number of shots have been fired by the cartridge. Okay, so and I'm going to set this back. Yes,
each shot
it
counts off here.
Yes, this is the this is the residual shots there. These are the residual. This is the total shots of this cartridge. So the residual is 9,550, and this is the total that this cartridge had, because this cartridge has been used a little bit. And then here we've got this parameter here. Okay, so what I'll do again, I'm just going to long press here. I'm going to go into the setting. Now this is the advanced setting. If we actually get now a bit, okay, beautiful. Yeah. Basically, what you see here is a 1.5 cartridge. It's been set at a threshold of plus 50. And
what is the plus 50 standing for?
Okay. I'm going to actually leave it at plus 50 here. The plus 50 means, so let's put it as 0 actually, 0%. 0%. You can actually set it up, down to minus 50, plus to 50%, up to 50, plus 50%. Let's leave it as 0% for it. Okay. This is the normal power threshold. This is the normal power level. What it means is that when you go back, let's go back here, let's go back, return, and look at the power level there. Look at this power level here. Okay, the power level is saying 0.1 joules. So that means is that it's not exact science, this 0.1 joules. It's a certain parameter that the device gives you, and the maximum is what? 75. Yes, but it's not exact. What that does, what that setting that we've seen before does. Yes, we're going to press long press here. Go back here. What this does is, if I go and put 50% plus here, and I press the return, here, when I've got 0.1 joule, this time I've got 50% power more than I had before.
Okay.
So in theory, this you don't actually need to know, but I explain everything. These are all the secrets about this device. And so basically, if I go to the maximum, now this maximum is 50% more than it used to be. So I prefer it that way. So you can actually use a very, very high power if you wish. But normally if you use it this way, even low powers are quite strong. Okay, now we're going to go and change to... the other thing is, look here. This is the 3.0. And the 3.0 you can actually use on the forehead, temples, under eyes, and the cheeks, but not on the mouth. And also you can use it on the neck, which we're going to show you how to do it. Okay. Now we're going to use the, we're going to change it for the 4.5. Here we've got the 3.0 there. So just so I can check that this is actually still shooting. Yes, it is. Yeah. So port 4.5. Now, what do we see at the 4.5? Where can we deliver the shots?
In the lower portion.
That's it, only on the cheeks. So if you say, for example, have a look at Kathy. Yeah. Can you turn your okay. Basically, we can actually treat Kathy all the way here, and I'll show you how we're going to demarcate the area of Kathy's face in a second. So, but we cannot treat her face anywhere else, not even on the neck. Not even on the neck. Better not, because we're actually going a bit too deep. Now, as a rule of thumb, okay, let's have a look at Kathy's face from a distance. We'll take the glasses off, Kathy, please. Yes. Now, with the 1.5, pretty much we can use it on the whole face, pretty much, other than the upper eyelids. Never use it on the upper eyelids. And also, if we can go up there, okay, not here, the Adam apple, forget that, not this area in the middle, okay, not the Adam apple. This is relax. The 3.0, we can use it pretty much on the whole face, other than this area here, this area there, and in the cheekbone in this way. You can actually, you can apply the cartridge, for example, this way, or this way, but never directly on the cheekbone, not because of anything. It's just going to be too painful for nothing, because we're actually going to hit the bone. And then as we do the treatment, you'll actually...
So you go like half on top and half underneath.
As long as it's not going to go perpendicular. You see that if you touch here, we've got the cheekbone, and if you place the cartridge directly on the cheekbone, this in 45 degrees, you're going to hit the cheekbone, and it's just going to be painful. We're not going to do anything. But if you put it this way, it is okay, or that way, it is okay too. So either this way or this way, either this way or this way, but not 45 degrees directly on the cheekbone. So never on this area. And we're going to do the drawings of the face quite shortly. And never here in the middle, in this area. We're going to draw it as well.
But you can do it like here.
Yes, I mean here or there you can place the cartridge in this position if you wish, or this. But only the 3.0, not the 4.5.
And when you move it, how far do you actually space it when you move it per shot?
1 millimeter. So for example, we're gonna put a shot there. You're gonna fire, finish the fire, and then you're gonna move 1 millimeter. And finish the fire, 1 millimeter. Fire, 1 millimeter. Fire, 1 millimeter. Fire, 1 millimeter, and so on. And then the other way around. Fire, 1 millimeter. Fire, 1 millimeter. Move it slightly. Fire, move it slightly. Down, down. Draw squares on the face. So because this is 25 millimeters, yes, and we've got 25 millimeters as well. So we're gonna draw squares on the face and the body, exactly 25 millimeters for the 3.0 cartridge and the 4.5 cartridge and all the other cartridges other than the 1.5, because the 1.5 has got, if you remember, 1.4 got 14 millimeters. So in theory for the 1.5 cartridge you've got to draw 14 millimeter squares, but for all the other cartridges you've got to draw 25 millimeter squares. 25, and the way you fire is first you actually, for each square, in theory what you should do, you fire this way in this direction, bum, 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 up to there, and then you fire 1 millimeter apart, bum, 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 in this direction, 1 millimeter. So the space in between here and there is 1 millimeter, and the space in between there is 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, and so on up until you actually fired, in theory, 25, exactly 25 shots in theory. It doesn't really matter. If you've done it this way, in theory you're finished with this treatment of this. But many people do, say for example, 10 lines there and then 10 lines in this direction for a total of 20. If you can do the count for a total of 20. But if you do it exactly accurately, what you should do is fire a shot, slide 1 millimeter, fire another shot, so you're actually making, in theory, 25 shots per square. But many people, what they do, they fire 10 shots this way, maybe spaced at 2 to 3 millimeter apart, and then another 10 or a bit more in this direction.
But which will be the most effective? To rather just do?
I'd say in order to have the best spreading of the shots, do it 10 and 10 or 10 and 13. So that's the best spreading of the shots. But it doesn't. It's not. It is important that you just actually deliver this ablative spots as evenly as possible on the skin. And then the more you deliver, the better. The more you deliver, the better.
If you say shot, when it counts down, does it count down per dot that it shows or per line on the cartridge? Per line. And then remember, if you remember in this here we've got this parameter is 1.2 at the moment. I'm going to change it to 1 millimeter, which is the lowest, and the maximum is 1.6. So 1.6 means here, if we go here again, so we've got the line, they've got the line here, 25 millimeter line. It just fire a shot, just displace itself by 1.6 millimeter, and then displace again 1.6 millimeters,
and fire another shot of every 1.6 millimeter and so on. Whereas if I put there 1 millimeter, it just does this, bum, one shot, 1 millimeter, displaces 1 millimeter and fires another shot, displaces another 1 millimeter, fire another shot. So the shots per line increases as you decrease that parameter.
So will it not be more
It's better to have,
efficient
yes, it's better to have,
closer?
yes, it's 1 millimeter. But it's also, it's got a very nice visual effect because, do we have gel?
Yes.
Yeah. This is just an experiment that you don't even need to run. It's just to show the power of this. This is of the device. This is a piece of perspex. Okay, so quite hard plastic, and we're gonna go and dent it. So we're gonna get this. So what we're gonna do is just gonna go there. So this is the 4.5. We can actually watch the screen. Gonna long press there and make sure that everything is plus 50, plus 50, plus 50 to get the maximum power. Then I'm gonna go maximum power there. It's 1.2, and then what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna leave it at 25 millimeters. I'm gonna change the setting here at 1.6 to actually show you the shots in the best possible way. And I'm gonna take this, going to take this. And once I place the gel on top, I'm going to fire the shots on this perspex, and I'm going to show you how the shots are delivered. Not on the side that was the closest side of the side that was touching the cartridge, but on the opposite side, the side where it's actually further away from the cartridge. So this is what actually happens in your skin when you use this cartridge here. We're going to show you in a second. And the same, you can do the same experiment with a 1.5 and the 3.0, but you've got to change this one because this one is 4.5. So you're gonna get it. Kathy, do you need help? Yeah.
When
Mm-hmm.
you work on the skin, do you also leave it at 1.2 joules, or do you decrease?
I'm only using it at the maximum power level because we're gonna try and do this perspex test at the moment. But when we do the treatment, what you have to do is just work at the minimum power setting first. You start at the minimum, see how she feels. If it's okay, then you increase up to what she can bear. Okay, remember, I mean, what doctors have done for many years, and I still do sometimes, is just go at a certain level and put anesthetics on the face and something like. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to go and do the test on the perspex. Can I see clearly there? Yeah. So going to put the gel. This gel looks quite good. So we're going to place this way. Going to press ready, see whether it works. Top parallel. And you see the dots. They are, you can even smell it. So this is what happens in your skin. If you touch this, is actually the dents are outside.
My word.
So this is what happens on your skin. If this were your skin,
Oops.
yes, no problem. And then if you touch here, nothing has happened. Here on this side that was actually touching the cartridge, nothing has happened. So the damage
It's totally
is completely internally. This is why it's got non-downtime. Gonna do it again, and that's beautiful, isn't it? So this is just an experiment to show you the power.
This is now on 1.
Yes, 1 is the top power level. So if you imagine this on your skin, is really. This is why if you're using it at top power level.
On the one, what is it?
Like,
the 1.6 width. in between, 1.6
Yes.
millimeter.
I'll show you what happens if we change the
space.
the spacing. Okay, I'm gonna do the minimum. Okay, 1 millimeter. Okay, let's go and look at it now. Gonna change it a bit. Something.
Much more effective.
Yes, it's actually almost a straight line, whereas you can see the dots here, and you can smell it.
I just wanted to say that.
And you can smell it. So imagine what you get in your skin. So that's just and then we can repeat this test with the 3.0 and the 1.5 cartridge. Okay, but we're not going to do it. It's just the same thing. And I think we can actually start and doing the treatments if there's not any other questions. And if we even want, we can actually do the exact same test using the vaginal head. So it does on the vaginal head. It does the same thing. Okay. Any questions?
I am totally intrigued.
Okay. So that's one, and then where do we put this thing? I'll just leave it there. All right. Now let's talk about the vaginal.
Okay, I wanted to know what's the you said the difference between this one and that one is also the depth of delivering of the
Yes, let's go back into the
treatment.
vaginal here. So look if we can see where the okay. You see this is actually say 3.0. The cartridges that is we are actually placing in there is 3.0.
It doesn't. Okay.
3.0. Yes. So the software recognizes the type of cartridge you've got. Remember, you put an auto in there, and the way you actually use this device is by you place that gel in there, you slide the condom in, you insert it in the vaginal canal up until you feel resistance, so you cannot actually go any further. And then once you cannot go any further, you see here whatever number you've got, and then you slide it out by 25 mil. So say for example up until here, so you actually slide it into the vaginal canal. For example, it's just for example, you see this is the number you see, and you cannot actually go any further in. What you do, you have to slide it out by 25 millimeters, roughly this way, and then you can actually start firing the shots.
So those measurements there, it's in millimeter.
It's in millimeters, yes. Okay, then you can start firing the shots. How do you fire the shots? If we have a look at the other screen, here we've got 350, which is the degree rotation, the total degree rotation, which is 350 degrees. This is the displacement between each shot. So every 5 degrees is actually going to deliver a line here, a line of 25 millimeters. This is the length of the 25 millimeters, so you can actually even tell it to deliver less than 25 millimeters if you wish. The pitch is the distance between the shots. Do you remember before it was actually, and again the minimum is 1 and the maximum should be 1.6, or actually more. In this case is more. It's 5 millimeters, very, very far apart. And the power level, you normally adjust it to start it with the minimum power level, and then adjust it up as the customer can actually bear it. And then, say for example, if I change this and I decrease the angle, look at the number of shots, the total increases. Just gonna, now it's 117 and so on. But I'm going to put it back to 5 or 6, 5, and what we're going to do is just going to set it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to press ready, and then look at what happens. It's actually setting up on its own. It's rotating on its own. And it stops. Okay. Then what you do, you press start. Press start. And here, and then you've got it in auto. Make sure you've got it in auto if you wish, because it's much easier. Make it in auto, is auto. And then let's have a look from a distance. So look this from a distance here. And then I press, delivering a shot, and it delivers a shot and rotates. It's all automatic. So once it's in the vaginal canal, it does its job. It keeps rotating up until, so you don't have to do anything. You just wait there up until it's finished. I'm going to stop it here. And if you see there on the screen, a bit further away, yes. See there on the screen, we've actually reached 30 degrees. And if I keep pressing, I press on this button again here, I carry on up until 350 degrees, up until the 0 point. And then up until actually 350, and then it gets to 0. At 0, it doesn't fire again because it's already fired. Okay, but you can actually even change that and have it to fire it again at 0 by changing this to 360. But you don't want to do this, that's enough. So that's quite simple. What you do, once you've done the complete rotation, the 360 degree rotation, then you slide it out by exactly 25 millimeters, and then you do it again, the rotation again, up until you're completely out. It's very easy. So you start with the 4.5 first. Once you've done the 4.5, then you change it for the 3.0, and you've done the job. Very easy. Okay, any questions? So basically it's I'll just recap again. Once you put the these should be sterilized, but once you put it on, you put your gel on this black bit of the cartridge, put the gel on, you slide the condom on, and then you insert it in the vaginal canal. Once you encounter resistance, then you just slide it out by 25 millimeters, and you can actually see here, have an idea what 25 millimeters is. And then once you set it up, you can start, you press this button and it does its job. Once you've done the complete rotation, you just slide it out again by 25 millimeters in order to cover the whole of the vaginal canal. And the power level, you adjust it by making sure that the customer is still okay with the treatment. So
I would recommend. What is the medical recommendation?
I say wait a week.
Give it a week.
Wait a week. I don't think, to be fair, they can go immediately. Maybe because it's gonna feel a bit different, but because the damage is done in the internal walls.
Right.
If it were a treatment using CO2 lasers, which is quite a CO2 laser treatment or a laser treatment for vaginal rejuvenation, then it'd be different. Then you really need to wait. But with this sort of treatment, you can actually, even if they do immediately, it's fine.
Right.
But wait a week.
All right. Now the other thing that goes
And
on
yes.
is the dreadful period. You don't do this when it's that time of
No.
month. How long before, after?
Soon after the period is best.
As soon as the period has passed.
Yes, it's best. Yes.
Okay. Some
Not
of us
too
don't
close.
have that problem, but some do.
Yes.
And
Don't
how
get too close.
far
Don't get too
apart?
close. Don't get too close to the
the
beginning of the period if possible.
Okay.
How far apart is 3 months apart?
And that's also for body and face.
Yes. Yeah, body and face and vaginal. Yes. But the thing is, they used to say once a year because it used to be a very expensive treatment, £1,000 per face treatment with this device. So they used to say one a year or one every 2 years. They used to say. So.
But if you've got somebody that's got a lot of damage and they want to try and do quite a bit of repair, once every 3 months until they're happy with the result.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
How long does it take before you see a result?
6 months. Well, it starts from 3 months and then it progresses over the period of another 3 months. So you should see results coming in 3 months. It's very different to plasma. Plasma is more, what do you call it?
More immediate.
Yes, more immediate, yes. Because it's more superficial and inject heat into the skin. Here what we're doing is actually making an injury inside the skin without even getting any heat inside it. So
Well,
this
if
is
one
why
thinks about it logically, it takes 28 days for the skin to rejuvenate and shed. You've got at least how many layers internally that have to work and tighten and what have you and then again, of course, if you have surgery, they always say to you, it appears to have healed, but your healing is only complete at 3 months.
But then, and when you actually get the treatment done properly, what you'll feel is just a tingling feeling on your face that lasts 3 days. And then if you had a very harsh treatment, you can get also bruising. But at least for 2 to 3 days, you'll feel it.
The tingling.
So the customers know that you have done something effective. Because
You won't see any tightening yet.
not immediately, because the injury is from as we've seen in the cartridge, is actually internal. So, okay, and I think we're pretty much there. Any other question? Don't need to be that careful. Now, there's a nerve here. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's in the manual. It's there. Actually runs this way, goes this way, and then up. Although we're not going to really care about how we're going to shoot this area here is quite important because there's been reports of nerval damage here, this nerve here that goes up. And then if you've got the nerval damage, then you're going to get not face paralysis, which is permanent, but is going to be temporary because everything is going to, we're not going to be able to truncate the nerve using this treatment. So we're going to make X's here. So this area mustn't be treated. So I'm going to make a line there. So this area mustn't be treated. And I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to make X's there. So this is a no-go zone. And then I'm going to make a straight line there. So the no-go zone is then, Kathy, if we go there. Then the other no-go zone is here. There's a no-go zone. Actually, let's make it that way. You can actually feel it. Here you can actually go there. So here you can actually do the treatment, not with the 4.5, with the 3.0 you can actually do the treatment. So here the neck, you can do the treatment with the 1.5 and the 3.0, not with the 4.5. But we're going to do the marking for the neck as well. So here pretty much with the 3.0 you can actually treat the whole neck here, or here, you can actually treat it, no problem. Now, we're going to show you how we do the marking for the 4.5. It's very, very simple. So the 4.5, we're going to use the 3.0, because the 4.5 is in there. So what you do here, because we've got this distance here is 25 mil, so you're going to place a mark there, roughly. Just going to make another mark in there, roughly. I'm not the best at drawing. Then you make another line there that actually joins up, and then you make another line here. You see, actually, boom. Make another line there, which is 25 millimeters. Then another one there, which is 25 millimeters, and then you join it pretty much as straight as possible. In theory, this is 25 in theory. Okay, my lines are not best. And here, this is when we're actually going to be a bit smart, and we're going to change, we're going to adjust. If we actually go into the screen here, you see when we're actually treating this area here, which is not 25 millimeters, maybe it's, in this case it's 5 millimeters. Then here we're going to adjust the length to 5 millimeters. This is approximately 5 millimeters. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to use the full length gonna fire the shot. Bum 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 bum. The shot, ideally, what we want to do is just fire a shot, displace it by 1 millimeter, fire another shot, displace it by 1 millimeter, fire another shot, 1 millimeter, fire another shot, 1 millimeter, and so on. And so on up until the end. Here, the same. One shot, 1 millimeter, one shot, displaced by 1 millimeter, another shot, displaced by 1 millimeter, and so on. Always perpendicular to the skin. And this is with a 4.5. And
Can't
the
you
other thing
turn
is,
it horizontal.
yes,
when
you can.
Fire, yeah.
Just a second. And then here, when we're here, you actually adjust the length. Just going back to the screen. You adjust the length to 5 because it's approximately here. It's approximately 5, and then you place the cartridge this way, and you start firing the shots. Boom, boom, boom. Again, you fire the shot. You displace down by 1 millimeter. Fire another shot. 1 millimeter, another shot, 1 millimeter, another shot, 1 millimeter, and so on. And now, basically, you've got to, here I can actually, then you go and feel the cheekbone. When you feel the cheekbone, you can draw another line on this cheekbone. It's not actually a good line. The cheekbone is there. Actually, touch it, that's the cheekbone. So basically, you treat up until here, and make sure there's always perpendicular when you actually treat. When you do the treatment, when you fire the shot, make sure it's perpendicular to the skin. Don't actually make it directly onto the cheekbone at 45 degrees, because that's gonna be a bit painful. And then here you actually, sorry, the cheekbone is there. This is the mandibular bone. Many apologies. Then you touch the cheekbone there, and you make it, because I can actually feel it there. And make another line there. Here you can actually find the other bony area, and you make another line. So with a 4.5, you treat it from here to there, and then if you want to be more precise as well, what you can do, you can make another line there. This is a square, and this is approximately, look, this is approximately 25 millimeters, so you've got 2 squares. Then you can another line there. It's approximately 25 millimeters. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So what you can do here is, if you want, do 10 shots here, boom, then you displace yourself, boom, 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 up until here, and then another 10 shots in the other direction to cover the square. So you've got 20 to 25 lines in here, and then 20 to 25 lines in here, again here. What you do, just fire, displace a little bit by 2 millimeters approximately, and then once you've done that, you fire 10 shots, then you go the other way. So you actually deliver 20 to 25 shots or lines per square. So you've got 20, 40, 40 and 20, 60 and 80, between 80 and 100 lines per in this cheek with a 4.5. In this case, I'm just holding this because the 4.5 is in the device, and then you just repeat the process on the other side. Okay.
What about here?
And then here, with the 4.5, you don't actually treat this area because it's far too deep. With a 3.0, what you do, you can actually do the same thing if you want. If you really want to be precise, with a 3.0, you just do the same marking. And then you do this. And then here, you do the same marking. So we've got the square there.
So you don't go over the carotid vein.
Carotid vein is, where is it?
That one.
Can feel it. Kathy, are you alive?
My what?
Are you alive? Where is
yeah.
it? She's not alive. Kathy,
Oh, you guys are lucky, aren't you?
are you alive? She's not alive. She's not alive. No, the point is, even with the 4.5, it's not going to go to the carotid artery. But don't do it with a 4.5. 3.0 is superficial enough not to cause any damage. So, yeah, where is it? If I were a vampire, I couldn't even
score.
So, exactly. So you can do the same thing here, and again, it's the same process of making the lines and making the squares, and approximately do the 2.5 25 millimeter squares, and so on. Say for example, if you want to do
Closer to the nose and closer to the eye.
Yes, that's right. So in that case, if we're actually looking at Kathy again, because I'm going to use the 4.5 for marking here, what we're going to do is just avoid this area in the middle. It's not as if anything is going to happen, nothing is going to happen here. And you can do the same thing, the same type of marking if you wish.
Is there a specific reason why you have to avoid the center of the forehead?
I can't remember the reason, but it should be okay with a 3.0. Can't remember the reason for it. But there was one, but I cannot remember it. So see, 25 millimeters, and you can do the same thing this way if you wish. You can make the squares as usual.
How far from the brow? Also,
so
you
can
stay
do,
away
yeah.
from the
No,
bone
you
there?
can do it. You can do up until the brow, no problem. Make sure you don't go directly onto the upper eyelid. Never onto the upper eyelid.
Underneath
never.
the brow.
Underneath the brow, there's no point, and also it could be dangerous to the eye. Because if you remember the way we actually find in the shots. If you remember the way it was we were firing the shots, I mean, it goes inside the skin, so it could actually go inside the eye. And we're going to do the same here. Same here. Make this usual squares, 25 millimeters, and then the same here, so you can actually treat this whole area here. Here can actually be treated as well. Here you can treat
so
it.
If you
so it
treat
up until
here,
here
and it tightens,
Yes.
it will automatically lift the eye.
That's gonna have some effect.
A little bit of tightening there.
It's gonna have some effect. It's not gonna be dramatic. It's gonna have some effect, not dramatic. And then you carry on. So like here. I think I've got to sharpen this pencil.
So you go to the hairline.
Yes.
And I sharpen it for you.
No, I'll sharpen it. What is? Oh, the sharpener.
There by you.
Yeah, do it here. Okay, beautiful. Got it. So like we're there, yeah. And then you can actually make it the other line there if you wish. Another line there. See, it's 25 millimeters, so see whether I've got 25 millimeter there. One. Yeah, 25 millimeters round about there. And then here as well.
Just avoiding the cheekbone.
Now in this case, the cheekbone you can actually treat with, because it's a 3.0. But if it's too painful, then you just stop it.
So you go up to the cheekbone.
Yes. In this case with the 3.0. But if it's too painful, just avoid it. Yeah, sorry, just making that line there. So this is with a 3.0, you can actually treat the whole area. You've got to still avoid this area here. Still got to avoid this area. You can treat that. You can treat the whole neck. You can actually
And then
really
what
work it.
about underneath the chin?
Yes, as well
And
here.
you can work on top
Here.
of the chin?
Yes, here. You can actually work up until here.
And the chin
Until there.
itself?
No, not the chin. Not the chin. Leave the chin alone. In this case with a 3.0. Avoid this area here. This area is a no-no. With a 3.0. Even with a 1.5 is a no-no. And with a 1.5 then you repeat the whole lot. And also you do the mouth as well. And the 1.5, I'm just curious, the 1.5 is there. I'm gonna do that.
I'm just going to take a photo.
Yes.
Now you look like a clown. You're making a clown now.
Yes. And then again, you can do exactly what you've done with a 3.0 and treat the whole face, other than this part here, the central part.
Okay, here I have to turn it.
Did you tell Andreas what Mandy said about us approaching the plastic surgeons?
No, what happens?
Oh, Mandy. You know who Mandy is? The lady from the wound and
Scar Clinic.
Scar Clinic.
Uh-huh.
Now, she said we must approach the plastic surgeons because all the tummy tucks, this upper portion, after a while, they made ridges. Yeah, where the skin has been tightened.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they sit, it's just lines. And the only thing that gets rid of that is this
Is it?
high intensity
Focus ultrasound.
ultrasound. But the machines that's available is so unaffordable that they don't want to buy that. And one treatment is like 15,000 rand. So she said we must go to them and market this machine so that we treat all the patients, all the cases with this. And even Sherry's sister-in-law, she's got this problem. When I told her this morning, she told me she's got it. So I said, well, send her to us.
Yes.
She can be our first client.
But I said to Mariki as well, girls that have had liposuction on the legs, they get what I call that crepe paper look. And I'm convinced this is the answer.
You're going
to
to
it.
test on my legs because I got it because I lost too much weight in a short time. So
Come sit, Andreas.
Oh, thank you,
I'm
thank you.
like crepe paper
Oh,
now.
thank you.
Put your bum on the bed.
Thank you.
We'll just adopt you as a kid brother.
Oh, thank you. Everything is going to be in the video, by the way.
That's fine. I'm just fraternizing with the
Just
boss.
I would just have to play around how to maneuver that around her lip to target the whole area.
Go on, Andreas. There you go. This is spot for
thank
you on the bed.
Oh my god,
Otherwise,
yes.
I will take her nose off.
What's that story about cutting your nose to spite your face?
Something
You're just
like-
going to do it.
Okay, let's start at this.
There's one thing about us South Africans, Andreas. We will find ways to use this machine. Don't you worry.
You will set the power and I will push and she will tell me.
Okay.
Okay,
Can you feel it?
It's perfect.
a little higher.
Can you feel it?
Yep.
Is it okay? You want higher?
Right?
That's fine.
Beautiful. Can you make it higher?
No.
No.
You make it high, I'm going to bite you.
You've got to reach me first. And here we can actually work everywhere because it's very, very shallow.
Yeah.
Cartridge is very, very shallow.
Oh my gosh!
What happened now?
It's just
It's disintegrated.
This
You know what?
totally.
No, I tell you what you do
It's
is...
just gel everywhere.
Oh, shoot.
Down the cables, blah blah blah. Don't you have a cloth or
just,
something?
It's disintegrated.
This-
In the corner. You know what? There's a funny... No, I tell you what you do
Piece of toweling.
It's
is...
just
I use
gel
that to mop up whatever
everywhere.
needs to be mopped
Oh,
up.
shoot.
On the basin.
Down the cables, blah blah blah. Don't you have a cloth or something that I can wet?
In the corner, there's a funny piece of toweling. I use that to mop up.
Remove this. What do you use to clean? Can you use alcohol?
no.
Or will it take
no,
the
no.
writing off?
Yeah, could actually take the writing off. Just normal water.
And
It doesn't need to be
use it?
sterile
No.
as such. It doesn't need to be sterile.
Just make sure your cartridge is clean before your next client comes in.
Yes, but it doesn't need to be sterile because you're not causing any injuries onto the skin. Onto the skin, you're not gonna.
For vaginal tightening. And say for instance you don't know if they've got some other kind of infection. Can you work on them? If they
Ye-
don't disclose it with you?
Yes, you can. Yes.
As long as you're wearing gloves and you've got a condom on it.
Yes.
So you don't apply gel also on the outside of the condom. You only apply
No,
on the inside.
yes.
But doesn't it, like now, when it becomes hot,
Mhm.
won't it also do the same inside there? That the gel becomes hot and then it's more sensitive.
Try and see.
Then you just use KY jelly. It's also clear.
So the way you're
lubricant.
working is the same. Just see when it's too painful for them. If it's too painful, you just decrease the power. It's becoming red where you're doing the
What
treatment.
is the, when you've done the tests on this one, what is the general level that you work mostly?
When you've done the test, how do you
Now,
mean?
when you did the testing on this machine and you work on people, when it comes to face and body and all that, what was like when it comes to pain threshold, what was the minimum cut-off power?
As long as I can bear it, I try to always work at the edge. I always try to
you
work.
don't have a specific
No, there's no
level
numbers.
that you found that when you go to that level, that's the time when they can't bear it.
Mariki, just something we must bear in mind is, no, just careful with your pressure.
Oh yeah.
You wiping hard
Okay.
with paper. It's better to rather go for a bowl of water and the soft sponges. I think it'll be a bit better for the client.
I should have actually took a bowl, but I don't know where your things.
My bowl is actually
Okay.
in the car.
Oh, very far from here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now with the markings on the mouth. Where's that?
Okay, now we're gonna get the 1.5. 1.5, we're gonna change the head to the 1.5. That's it, beautiful. So you can do everything that you've done before,
Yeah, I
and you can
actually
add
like this because it actually gives you an indication where.
Oh yes,
So I look there and then
you can do the same thing, but
Yeah.
now in this case you're actually working at 15
yeah.
here, 15 mil, and not 25. So the squares are going to be smaller. Yes, because it's
So you
it's
go
between
like
here and there.
the center of the
Yes. So
go center like that.
It's kan 'n 10 maak.
Ek moet jou nog, ja, ek moet jou nog iets vertel maar so later. Hoe voel jy?
Dis reg.
Cartridge, doesn't matter which one
it doesn't matter which one. Yes. But usually last. We only had one customer so far within 6 months managed to use all cartridges. Only one.
Only one.
Only one within 6 months.
I
The rest is
suppose that
over
was
well over
the
a year.
Face, or which one? Okay.
We can actually only target the cheeks, yes, the way they were done before, nothing else. Why? Because we've got a depth of 4.5 inside the skin, as we've seen before, yes. Let's assume we do a 4.5 in this area. We're going to go directly into the bone, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's not, why would you want to treat the bone? Like, it's not possible. The only area which you can actually treat with a 4.5 is this area which is quite thick. Then, therefore, this is why we can only treat the cheek area, the cheeks. This is why. And we shouldn't actually go anywhere else because it's too deep anywhere else, okay? It is too deep.
But
Now, once you've done the 4.5,
treated with a 4.5.
yes,
Why would you go over it again with a 1.5?
it's beautiful because you're actually working at different levels.
That's what I asked you earlier.
You're working,
Is
yes,
that
you're
what
working on
happens?
different, yes,
The first one targets deep,
deep,
and then
but
the 1.5 targets shallow.
that's right. And the point is that it's not as if with the 4.5 we can go with a full face, because this area, for example, is too shallow. You can't really go into the bone. So with the 4.5 you can actually only treat this area which is quite thick. The other areas you cannot treat because it's too shallow anyway. Then with a 3.0 you can pretty much cover the full face other than this area
so
and the mouth and this area,
so
if you remember. Oh my god, you're hot. And this area. And then with the 1.5 you can cover the whole face other than this area. So basically the skin gets treated at different levels.
Okay, but now
So this say for example this area here gets treated at 4.5, 3.0 and 1.5. This area here gets treated at 3.0, 1.5. So this area's got 3 treatments. This area's got 2 treatments. And this area, the mouth, has got only 1. But I mean, see here for example.
Okay, now
So
I
you look at
understand.
this, you look at this and say, I'm going to treat the cheeks, okay? And the way you've done it. Then you're gonna, once you're finished,
Then you go
change
to
that
the
and then go
next
to the
one.
3.5, the 3.0, sorry.
Okay,
3.0, what do you see?
yeah.
You see the area that you can treat, which is
So you
the
start.
forehead, as you've done, all this area, the cheeks again, not the mouth, then the neck, yes, as seen here, you avoid
And the
that area
forehead.
and that area, yes,
Okay.
good. Once you've finished, then you change cheekbones and the mouth. Now you can actually treat the mouth as you've done. Again, the cheek areas, so the cheek areas get treated 3 times at 3 depths, and the neck again. So you're gonna get a beautiful effect.
So I was actually, when I went onto that one, I was actually supposed to start
Doesn't matter.
scratch all over the face.
Doesn't matter. You can actually start from there and then finish off.
But now this area
Mm-hmm.
gets treated once then.
Yes.
So
Usually
this one 3 times.
3 times.
And this
Twice.
and that
Twice.
twice.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to do it properly,
Yeah, no, I that's what I thought it was certain depths, certain areas, one treatment, one treatment, one treatment. Okay.
only if otherwise you can stop it here, but that's the
But when you go over it again now, like this area with a 3 and then with a 1, how comfortable will it be by the time you get to the 1.5?
Try. It's the same thing. Is to say you're always adjusting the power level up to the point that she can bear it.
Okay.
How do you feel it?
Sometimes it's like the first one was fine. The second one I could feel. Stings
Is it
a bit
bearable?
more. It's bearable. Ouch, that one is sore. Back down, please, Andreas.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Mariki, I think I need a bit more gel. Hey. The Kuda gel definitely helps. Definitely.
You have to pack it in ice packs.
Yeah, no, it's just...
I think it's because it's also now the second treatment, so it's more sensitive.
Sure. I don't know why I'm feeling it more now.
One
it
on
okay?
top of the other one.
That's a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, because I decreased the power level.
25 now.
Decrease the power level.
But excuse me asking, Mariki, isn't that the spot that went very red earlier?
Yeah, but it's not anymore.
No, but what I'm asking, it's the same area. Okay.
That's how it also.
Ah.
Okay. Okay. Another round. This way. Is you that? Cat is not talking anymore.
As long as you put cool gel on, it's fine.
Oh, your neck is all red.
Very. You look toast.
Well, let me tell you something, Andreas. If we can get rid of this chicken neck, I'll be very happy.
Okay, nou moet jy net weer 'n bietjie so.
I must look for that photograph and show you.
Hoe voel dit nou? Die
Yes, okay.
tweede sessie. Ons gaan gel gebruik.
That's okay. Sure. Jy weet daai kolletjie in jou nek waar as iemand jou we've all got that sensitive spot in our neck when somebody kisses you in your neck and you sort of get those goosies. That was the spot.
So if you want to kiss her there.
Hurry up and get rid of your machine. I'll clip you. That's the vampire spot. Wanneer vlieg hy terug?
When are you going back?
On Monday.
Oh, okay.
So you're still slumming it for another weekend?
Yes, I'm slamming it, yeah.
So what you going to do this weekend?
Playing my luck.
Picking up some Asian ladies. Picking up some Asian ladies. There's a lot of them here, eh?
I couldn't find many. I
No,
only
showed him
saw one yesterday.
I've showed him where Chinatown is.
Yeah.
No, but I think I'm better off going to China.
But there's
I think you are too.
Yeah, China or Japan.
There's a Chinatown here where there's a lot of them. Shops. China shops. Oops. No layouts. When you go again, it's actually easy to see where you've worked because the color changes so quick.
Also it changes quicker because there's a 1.5. The damage is done more superficially,
Yeah.
so you can see the
Yeah, you
reds.
can see where's your lines.
Yes. Let's see whether I can make sure a bit higher. Is that okay, Kathy?
Yes, it's fine.
Can I increase it? Yes, let me increase it.
On the cheeks.
Okay, Kathy?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
On 35.
35.
Tell me when I come to the bone here. Ouch. And you said it's okay now to work here.
Yes.
Because it's more shallow.
Bless me, thank me. Was it Kathy? Is it okay?
It's fine.
You want it higher?
No.
Okay. Seem quite decisive.
This can be backbreaking when you stand like this the whole time.
You could put the bed up higher.
So.
Can feel it. Sure.
When you get closer to the
Cheekbone,
eye
yeah.
and the bone, that's when it starts becoming.
Painful.
And you do half to a lip. Bite in. Lip bitty.
No, there it's going to be very painful.
Yeah, maybe I should just do a little bit there because I did it already shallow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So
painful.
maybe I should leave this portion.
Yeah, leave it.
Yeah.
Already done it.
Yeah. You can actually see where's the jawline. There's a white line.
It's so, yes. Everywhere else is so red.
Yeah.
How does your skin feel?
Alive.
Yes.
It's hot. It is hot.
Yeah.
Okay. But it just feels so alive. It's so awake. When once, it's done its thing, it dissipates very quickly.
By the ear.
Now I could actually hear my hair sizzling. Yoy!
Hot. Jy sien die gel van vroeër is nog hier op. Ons sit dit net bo oor, maar ek dink dit is nou warm van jou vel want dit is nou die sirkulasie is nou hoog.
Sjoe, maak voel hom.
Take it down a little bit. So
30.
Yeah, that's better.
or 25. Let it one down. See, okay.
Try that one. No, that's okay.
Afstel.
Yeah, come on.
See, okay. Let's see.
Sure.
What's that again? I don't want to toast my friend. It's kom nou weer na die been toe, jy sien.
No, that's okay.
Very red. You're just about bearing it, yes? I can tell.
She's pinching her eyes. You want it down?
No, let's go for it. What are we on? 25?
125.
If looks could kill Andreas, you would be decomposing.
Then you would be burning now. I think it would be best to put a cap on when we do this.
Yeah.
Because this is all over the show. The gels.
Well, there are caps up there.
Yeah.
But there's nothing worse than thank you very much. You know, you wake up in the morning and it's lying next to the bed.
And
your teeth are in a glass. And your legs on the chair. And your girlfriend's going to turn around and say to you, only half the man I thought you were.
This is all gonna be in the video, mind you. It's gonna go worldwide.
Well, they're going to certainly say those two chicks have got a sense of humour.
But I have a video of somebody who sang a song about this. When they got married and then when they went to the bedroom, then she packed her leg on the chair and the eye in the glass and the teeth on the It was so funny. It's somewhere on my phone. But I laughed, I'm telling you. See,
Little bit tingly. Yoy! I
Yoy,
spoke
yeah.
too soon.
By the eye.
Yeah, I spoke too soon. I'm getting to my favorite spot.
Okay.
Sure. There you go. You're going to have to change.
Okay, let's start on the other side again. Is net daar waar daai knop op jou voorspoel is.
So basically what you're doing is covering the whole face with a 1.5.
Yoy.
Afstel.
Gaan maar weer.
I don't think somebody with a very low pain threshold will be able to handle this.
You know what I wanted to say is, when I sometimes work with this gel, some of my younger clients complain that the gel makes their skin red and burns them. So I'm almost inclined to say, if we've done an area, take the gel off and wipe it off. Let's just see if that works, because it feels as if my skin is scratching, but it's not because of the heat. It's another element. It could be the gel.
Okay. Let me finish this portion and then I'll take it off.
So that once you've done an area, just wipe it off and, in other words, don't leave the gel on. That just might be an idea. It might prevent the redness.
Yeah, I think the red is from the
From the treatment. Yeah. But I think the gel is aggravating it. Because I know I've got the one little girl that comes to me. If I don't put gel on, work and wipe it off immediately, her skin burns. Now I've got a much tougher skin than hers, but
You're very, very red there.
yeah, I think it could just be the gel, Andreas, that the gel makes the skin a bit sensitive.
I think it's more the treatment. Like,
It
you can see, my God, it's so
looks
red.
more,
Oh, I can't see a
it
thing.
looks
Oh my
more
God, so red.
heat related than irritation related, if I can call it that.
Yeah, but a combination
Yeah.
of the two is kind of lethal.
You will have to buy truckloads of gel and paper.
It's fine. If that's what we need to do, that's what we need to do.
Ek staan nou hier met die bak in die hand en een hand.
Gee vir my dat pas.
Ja, is makliker as ek so werk.
It's feeling much easier.
Ek dink as my water is ook bietjie kouer.
Nee, is lekker.
Ek dink dit is ook wel 'n bietjie beter voel.
Maar die feit dat die gel af is, voel beter.
Ons gaan maar met bakkies water. En weet jy wat moet ons eintlik? Koue water gebruik. I think if we use cold water when we wipe, it will also cool down the area that we treated.
But the area we've removed the gel now, it feels a lot calmer. A lot.
Oh, we're learning. That's why we're here today. Trials and tribulations.
So red. Oh, good.
Okay, there we go.
See, I'll show you.
Okay.
Shoo, wat reg in my brein is.
It's above your brain.
These are now I've still got a brain. This has just confirmed it.
Maybe this will make it alive.
Oh, that's a
Make
thought.
all the cells functioning again.
Do you know what an operectomy is, Andreas? You don't?
No, what was it called again?
An operectomy.
Operectomy.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's actually a very, very delicate procedure.
Rectomy.
Operectomy. That is when they sever
Uh-huh.
the nerve between the eyeball and the rectum.
Why would they want to do that?
It improves your shitty outlook on life.
I just thought she's going to talk nonsense now. And did you also know that the longest muscle is the one that runs from the head,
Uh-huh.
brain, to the vagina?
That is it.
Yeah. Because if you've got a headache, you don't want to have sex. That's a joke in South Africa
Yeah.
with men and women.
Alright, right.
If the men want sex and the woman says, I've got a headache.
Yeah.
I hope that's not going to stay on there.
No, we're just going to get the best pieces and we're just going to edit them. Just the funniest bit. And I'm going to put name and surname on
Hey,
Oh, my
yeah,
word.
you don't know my surname.
name and surname and website and
Yes,
websites. So for more information, please contact these websites. About the longest muscle of the body.
Yeah.
For more information about that, yeah,
It's the first time you hear that one, I'm sure.
yeah.
So,
Sometimes when the handpiece is turned a certain way, it is more sensitive than other ways,
oh, okay.
if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So presumably,
You
Like
go
this?
horizontal to
yeah, like
parallel.
this, you might be catching the nerve as the nerve is running, whereas if you go this way, you're not.
across.
Yeah. It's actually just, interesting that there are some times where it's far more intense than others. Now,
In the center.
you have
Mrs.
found
Pinter.
you have found that poor nerve. I think you've got a magnet in there.
Electric current.
Yes, like it. Now you'll have to turn it down slightly for the forehead there. It's a little bit sensitive.
Okay.
Still.
Still.
It's still, but it's not as bad. Yeah.
Now higher up, I think it's a bit better, because I think the other thing is also your sinus cavities can be very sensitive, and they run also over here.
I find it more that my eyes react more. My nose is not running, but my eyes, when you work on the forehead, I find that my eyes, I can't even say it's no flashing of
It's not a
light,
sting.
but it's an involuntary reaction that makes me want to close my eyes, and it's a reflex, that's all I can say. Maybe it's something worthwhile thinking about is doing the forehead at a low intensity but more often. Because that's the part that I've battled with most, is the forehead. I'm lucky I don't have too many wrinkles on the forehead, but still. I think this part is probably my most sensitive. So maybe it's an idea to watch our clients and see how they react. If they do, rather redo that and then do the whole face again at a longer interval. What do you think, Andreas?
What do I think?
What's your opinion?
My opinion is if you really want to get the best results, just use anesthetic and go as high as you can.
Okay.
But
So
yeah.
we'll have to have a look at, when we do your face, we'll have a look at doing, oh okay, this is going to be an interesting one. We'll do half a face without anesthetic and the other half with. We'll decide which one. Left was done without.
Definitely.
Right was done
Yeah,
with.
I think when it comes to editing these videos, then we're just gonna make sure that these bits are gonna stay in.
This is called brainstorming.
Yeah. So far, we have done, let's have a look, a total of 1,000 lines. Have a look. Yeah, 1,124 lines, and with the 1.5, 439.
So if you do like 1,000 lines on one client, then it means you only
But
be
spread
able
over
to
three
do
is
10.
spread over 3 cartridges.
Ah, okay.
Spread over 3 cartridges.
Oh, I thought you
With
said
the
this one.
1.5, you only done 440 lines.
Oh, okay.
But I'd say the best way to do it is just use the highest possible power level.
The bearable.
Yes, I mean, just always being at the threshold. Just in the power. To be always at that threshold where it's still okay, but a bit notch higher can't really bear it.
I've pushed out 2 babies without anesthetic. Huge ones.
How big were they?
My daughter was 3.5 and my son was almost 4.
Oh my god.
Exactly. You can say that again.
My god.
That's why I need a tummy
My daughter
tuck.
was what? 2.4 kilograms.
No, that damaged you for life. I'm telling you.
This is why I'm
Never
very
the
happy.
same again.
This is why I'm happy to be a man. I mean, I'm not.
No, you just have the pleasure of it.
Oh yes.
And the woman must have the pain. That
I
pain
don't- oh,
is
I'm not-
flippin' sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Did
there.
they have scissors? Or normal deliveries?
So again,
Did they have C-sections?
No.
Push them out.
Yeah, push them out. Yeah,
So they're not that...
because in the UK, what they do, unless there's some threat to the baby or the mother, they don't do any C-section.
Yeah, they choose what they want now.
They don't do that unless there's real threat.
So they don't do a lot of scissors. That's
No. They're pushing for natural birth.
Yeah, but that can damage you, I'm telling you. Terribly.
I know of somebody that almost died because they insisted that she go natural, and the baby was a breech.
Was that what? Sorry?
A breech with the feet first. Well, my daughter was lying on her back instead of on her tummy. So she was also positioned incorrectly.
By the time that they realized what was actually going on, the mother was in serious trouble. They actually didn't think the mother was going to make it after the procedure.
Was it then a C-section or what?
I can't remember exactly what they ended up having to do, but the mother was really, they actually didn't think she was going to make it. They fought for her life.
They say the only time a man will realize what a woman goes through with childbirth if they develop kidney stones.
All right.
So yeah.
I'm drinking loads of water, by the way.
Okay, that portion's done. Nearly there. Just the cheek area. And we're done.
Kathy, how do you feel? How does this part of this skin feel now?
It feels hot.
Uh-huh.
It does feel warm.
Uh-huh.
But it feels nice and tight.
Uh-huh.
But better after I remove the...
Much better after you took the gel off, yes. I definitely think you treat an area, remove the gel. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Well, this particular gel anyway. Andreas used micro needling lubricant, but you know what I think we must maybe do?
That will come out very expensive.
Oh, well, I only had that, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I just ran out of gel.
But what we might need to do is ask Vim. Give Mandy a sample of the gel that we've used today and ask Vim to see if he can
modify it a little bit.
Yeah, so that it's a little bit more calming on the skin.
Yeah, let's put something in there. Like, what is that thing that I put in that has got a numbing effect? That's in the cooling, mint and what's the other thing?
Menthol.
Yeah, and there's something else also that she said is in the cooling gel that they maybe can apply to this one. Okay.
Carefully, right next to my eye.
Ja, nee, ek is 'n hele eentjie nou, maar dis
Ek voel hom net teen die ooghaar.
nee, dit is die boonste gedeelte. Ek gaan volgens die lyntjies. Kyk gou hierso.
Nee, ek kan nie, ek het gel op my ooglit.
O, kyk op jou regter oog. Dis daai deel wat jy voel.
O,
maar hierdie deel werk ek hier onder. Wipe your met de voeten nou na tyd met die vel daar. Roosraad. Say, madam.
Thank you.
Fully done.
Contraindications, Andreas?
Diabetics and the fillers. I mean, people who use fillers only because the fillers can absorb,
But
well,
they
will
won't-
absorb
but
more
They're
quickly.
anyway going to tight, so they don't need the fillers anymore, isn't it? Or you're talking now like when
no,
they do lips?
it's not.
If you
The
work
thing is, if
around
you-
the lip, will it absorb the filler that's
Normally,
inside?
you've got fillers. People put fillers there. Yes,
Yeah.
those fillers are going to be.
Yeah, but
broken down
when they put it, because the skin is normally wrinkled and
Mm-hmm.
lined, so when you do this treatment, won't it straighten out those wrinkles and they don't need the fillers?
But then, it's not a medical thing, so it's not as if you're actually doing this. It helps a bit, but fillers actually replenish the skin, so it's going to have a fuller effect. So what happens is, if you use fillers, that filler is going to go, and it may look a bit worse in some cases. It has looked. I mean, there's been some
So
complaints
you would
about
say
that.
If somebody has
There's been-
got fillers like that,
You actually no. As long as you tell them that the
and
filler
they
is
have
going to wear off
sign
immediately,
and say,
that's as long as they know it's okay. They can make their own mind up.
but the skin will thicken and tighten.
Yes, it will.
It's not that you're going to look worse off eventually. You are going to be better.
Yes.
And people on blood thinners?
If they have the bruising will last longer, but they're not going to die of
It won't be
what you call
excessively-
excessive bleed. No.
bleeding and swelling.
No, it's just that I'd rather know if there is a problem than not know.
They're not going to have excessive problems.
So it's just
So how does your-
diabetics.
Yes.
Took this fear out of
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem either because everything is internal. So how does it feel at the moment?
hot. She's hot. She's a hot chick.
Oh yes.
She's a very hot chick.
So how does your skin feel? Still tightening or?
It feels tight.
It should be interesting
Tomorrow-
if you take a photo now afterwards in the same angles.
Mhm.
that
If I
you
remember
did
the same
before,
angles, yes. Or
that
together.
you took it from all
Yes.
over
Yes.
and just see what
And then
it
what we'll
looks
do is
like.
tomorrow I'll just take against the... I'll get somebody to quickly take tomorrow against the white background again. Can do it on Monday again. You flying back on Monday night? Tuesday
Yes. Monday.
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 night? And we'll send you pictures on Monday.
Whenever, even if I'm in the UK, I'll receive pictures.
But the pictures that you took today, you must
I'll receive them anyway.
Okay, and what do you put on afterwards?
Nothing. Just whatever you
But
like.
You can apply
Whatever you
your
like. A mask, if you like.
serums and creams.
If you
and-
like. You can.
Now I'm just thinking it afterwards a nice cooling mask would be good.
If you want.
Yeah, we can do that, and then at least the client feels that, you know, hang on, we've done something to make them feel comfortable.
It's completely up to you.
Yeah. Okay, we're done.
Yes.
Bone in.
You avoid
And
this
what
ball.
about, yeah?
You avoid them as well if you can. Actually, you have to.
Yeah,
and
because
then-
I've got not a lot of fat here. My BMI
So-
at the moment, I think, is 15.
So, we're going to make the drawings now. I think you've seen the drawings, how we make the drawings.
No.
No? So, the cartridges that we're going to use are the 13.0 and the 8.0. Okay? Now,
Okay, I just want to find out. I don't think it will be a problem because I had a back op, but it doesn't go that far. I mean, that's on the other side of my body.
no, it doesn't happen.
Okay, because I've got some metal plates
Mm-hmm.
in my
It's
back
okay.
and screws.
Doesn't matter. What happened? Oh, the usual, the accident.
That was the disintegrated.
The
So
accident.
No, that's from nursing.
Nursing.
Yeah, picking up heavy patients over a long period. So that this integrated 17 years ago. It was done 17 years
Was done really well. Okay, so what we're using is the 13.0 and the 8.0. So what we're going to do first, we're going to use the deeper one 13.0. So we're gonna stick it there. Remove
I
the.
didn't clean this. Oh, just,
No.
Kathy, just take a piece of paper. Give it to me, then I'll wipe it for you.
Put it over here and we'll clean it now.
No, it has not been placed properly. Okay, that's.
So it works the same then with
And then what you see-
start
Hell.
deep and then
And now you see the area where you can treat.
ish.
Look at this.
Okay. So basically, the way you draw, we're gonna do the drawing again.
Okay,
Where's
I'm going
the
to
pen?
copy those little blocks.
Pretty much. But basically, it's very simple. First of all, what you touch is this bone here.
Mm-hmm.
You touch it and make a line just to avoid
The
that bone. Yes. And the same applies to here. You just, where is it? The rib cage. Where is it? Oh, here's the rib cage. And then you touch it and make a line to avoid that rib cage. Just make sure that, yeah. Still, no, you see, Kathy,
close.
it's just, I touch it, look.
Okay,
So
it's
basically,
gotta be
yeah.
It will be difficult with fat people.
Fat people is easy. You're the difficult one. Because
Why?
you're too thin.
there. Yeah, because you can feel your bone. On a fat
It's too
person,
thin.
who cares if you can't
So
see
on
the
a
bone?
fat person you can work over the
No, you cannot.
that
You should not. You
area.
should not. But it's not. Very likely or not, you're gonna even heat
Okay,
the
so
bone.
you don't like thin people. I have to
yes.
gain weight to work on.
Yeah, you can eat lots of sweets.
You want more bomb.
More bum.
Bigger bumps.
No, he likes keeping his hands full.
Well, I'm saying nothing. I
this is
just
just going on the
reminded me.
video.
It's reminded me of that.
you should do
What do you call it?
energy.
That
Okay, so
song.
1, 2, 3 lines.
Yeah,
And then
but
what
the
you do
With the width.
is
of that.
13. Yes, it's 25 millimeters.
So it's the same then this
Yes,
one.
it's the same. Yes.
So
This-
I've got it drawn
must
that
be-
wide.
Yeah.
Yes,
Blocks-
exactly.
blocks
And then you can use this, and you can use this as a
2.5.
marker because it's the same width.
She's got a ruler.
And then you can work up until here. Oh, my God, you're so thin.
Over there.
Don't you
Yeah.
like thin? I went through a hell of a time after my op. I've lost weight before
Yes.
that because I was gymming and park running and everything. And then I had an op 7 weeks ago and I thought I was going to die.
Uh-huh.
It was bad.
Why?
And then, no, it was hell, that operation. And then, yeah, I actually lost weight that I went right down to 50 kgs.
How much? What was your weight now?
Now I've actually lost again. I went up to 54 and this morning when I got on the scale I saw I lost and I'm 52.
52.
But in April I was 64. So 12 down.
My
You
God.
must keep your tummy still.
I mean, I don't think you've changed since last time I saw you.
Yeah, you saw me 2 years ago.
No, she
It was
has lost weight.
2018.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
no, she's
2018.
lost weight.
But I think this is a bit. It's not 25 minutes, is it? So look. Yeah, if you can make it wider. You see?
Can I make it a bit wider?
Yeah, look.
2.5.
Look.
Okay, and then that one will just take up a little bit.
I mean,
Tighten
again,
my
this is not big.
muscles, then you can draw a line.
No, that's why I said you keep your tummy still. Because you're talking and you're laughing and then your tummy goes up and down.
Gotta be serious.
Yeah, let me just sharpen this pencil. This one's the blunt.
Becoming old now. Now you must tighten everything.
You must what? Sorry.
I'm becoming old now. Now you have to tighten everything. And I won't tighten there at the bottom, but the rest you can tighten.
You know, I'm not. We're not gonna edit this on purpose.
You better edit it.
It's almost 3.
So when my client comes, we'll put anesthetic on her. She's got to wait for 45 minutes. It gives us another 45 minutes. And to set up for her takes me 3 minutes flat. I'm just going to carry on doing tattoo removal.
What is the time now?
Almost 3, 10 to 3.
Oh, she's coming at 3.
Or when she gets here. And I've got one coming out at 4:15. Slightly.
Yeah.
That's a bit better. Yeah.
That's a nerve.
Sorry.
A ticklish point.
So you just divide the area up into blocks of
25 mil.
Yeah,
25
the
mils.
width
of your
of those 2 lines on the
Cartridge.
cartridge. So it's only the 1.5 that's narrow. The rest are all 2.5.
pencils are not the greatest. I must look for something else.
You see, I haven't even got stretch marks.
No.
And I was huge. You know, with my daughter,
Uh-huh.
my middle was 122 centimeters at the end.
Uh-huh.
So,
How come you haven't got stretch marks? Maybe because of the exercise after?
No, I think it's because I also have a little bit of that genes of the Asians.
R-
That,
Really?
yeah, because I've
because of
got a
Asian-
darker skin. You see, I'm yellow.
Uh-huh.
I'm not white.
Oh.
And that determines if you're going to get stretch marks. Even my daughter, she's got no stretch marks on her tummy.
I hate to tell you this. I've seen some Chinese ladies
Uh-huh.
and Indian ladies that look like tigers.
Tigers. Why?
Stretch marks.
Oh.
The way that they
I'm
stretch
telling you,
marks
I
are.
was huge with my
Okay.
daughter.
It's
Uh-huh.
either one of those people.
I'm just one of those people that didn't get
Uh-huh.
stretch marks on my
No,
tummy.
I think, similar to what Mandy says about the keloidy, I think same thing
Because if you
applies.
look at my tummy and you take my face away, you won't think it's on the way to 59-year-old tummy.
Now we're going to try the 13.0, 13.3, 13.0, but I think you're too thin for it. You're so thin, it's incredible. You should put on weight. You should put on weight for this treatment.
No, I just want the tummy tightened. There's no fat to remove. Just the skin tightening. So just go with the one.
Okay, let's
the
do
8.
let's do the 8. Let's do
Yeah.
the 8 because it's too. I think there's not.
We're
There's
going to go
nothing
up
there.
here?
No, let's leave it there. Let's leave it for where we are. And then instead of, we're going to do the 8 instead of 13.0. It's just too,
Because
you're
I
too.
don't even think my skin is that thick.
You haven't got anything there. What have you got? No fat. Look at the, what is this? There's nothing
and
there.
let's see, we don't work around the belly button.
No, you shouldn't, but it doesn't really cause any trauma or anything else. So, yeah, let's do the
Relax.
8.0. Why are you so thin? Stop being thin.
I went through hell.
Stop going through hell and get some weight on.
After my operation, I've lost a hell of a lot of weight.
Just straight lines down.
Yes, or 25 mil.
And this week being up and down with these trainings and conference and driving and whatever, I've lost 2 kgs. Just because I don't eat the way I was supposed to.
But that's good. It's better to be thinner than being fatter. I was only joking. I mean, it's much easier. Oh, sorry. It's much easier to actually treat fat people. Don't have to think much. It's very thick, so off you go.
For it.
Yeah. There you've got to think.
Lots
Am I hitting the? Am I hitting the? What do you call it? The muscles.
Then move and sit. At least I've got tight tummy muscles. There's not a lot of old women like me with tight tummy muscles.
Oh yeah. Certainly, I'm going to be that way when I'm 80. My God. I'm still gonna do handstands and gonna be jogging.
He's got young kiddies, so he's gonna, and don't forget to playing soccer,
Yeah.
climbing trees.
One of my great grandfathers died after he fell off a tree, and he was 98.
Sure.
What was he doing?
Just climbing on, climbing
Shouldn't
a
be in a
tree.
tree at that
It was
age.
98. And after he fell, I mean,
Lost his balance.
after he fell, that was it. It was just died after a while. So when I'm 98, I'm not going to climb trees.
Yeah.
Good
I'll
idea.
remember not to climb trees when I'm 98.
Good idea.
Well, I'm still climbing on ladders and everything. Do whatever I want to. And my sister is just the opposite of me.
Is she a bit overweight?
A lot. I'm the tiniest in my family. My dad was 6 foot. My late brother was 6'1.5". My youngest brother 6'2". My mum was 5'10". My sister is, what is it? In meters, I think she's 1.65. I'm 1.63. She weighs about 90 to 100 kilograms. I weigh half of her. She wears a size 7 shoe. I'm in a 5. I'm just the tiniest one in the family. And I was an identical twin. But my sister died, at 3 days old.
3 days old?
Yeah, what happened was we were born premature. I only weighed 1.8 kgs. And we were in 2 separate incubators. And her incubator overheated.
Okay.
So yeah.
You were in the right incubator.
Maybe I should have been in that one.
You were in the right incubator.
Yeah, so I'm just tiny. That's how I am.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not thin by default. I'll just work on it. I keep jogging every day, just in case. Every day almost. Sometimes even twice a day.
Yeah,
Even here.
I actually
Yesterday I went
missed
jogging.
my exercise because I did 12 runs on Saturdays.
Okay.
5Ks.
Yes, we're going to use the 8.0.
But in the veld, not on the road. Parkruns in the veld. Between
The grass.
grass and the stones and the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that better. It's more difficult.
it took me like 38 minutes to do a 5K run in the veld.
How long?
38.
38.
Yeah, I did 12. My first one was 48 minutes. And my last one was, the 12th one I did was 38 minutes. So every time I beat it with about nearly a minute. And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Gel.
Gel, yes.
Gonna put it on the whole body.
Yes.
Whole top
Yes,
layer.
if you want.
Okay. Right, what are we setting what to?
The usual. The minimum. Press start, please. Start.
Ready?
Yeah, minimum. See how she feels, and then we're gonna.
Okay, so
Yes.
just leave everything like that.
Yes, like that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Minimum. And then fire the
Also
first shot.
across-
Okay, so I'm gonna have to work across, I think, just until I get the ding of it, like so.
No, you have to put it flat,
Yeah, perpendicular.
Okay, you ready?
like this.
Perpendicular.
So,
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'm on a bone here. That's why
Are
half
you?
of, half of
So-
it's on a bone, half of
No,
it's
no,
not.
further away.
do the other
That
the other
way.
one. No, if you're on the bone, you should
Yeah,
have
but-
actually.
Avoid it.
You should have.
Yeah.
You see the bone. Yes, you should see. Basically, you drew the line wrong. Basically, that line should have been here.
Well, let's
If
try
you only if you want to. Otherwise, you can just do it by just avoiding it. This line is only for you to remember to avoid the bone.
that. Okay, then
the
I'd
rib
rather
cage
just
one.
start from there.
Yeah, start there.
Okay.
But you work, Kathy, you hold it flat,
Mm-hmm.
you work like this, and then you turn it flat, and you work like this. To make like little blocks again, crisscross.
It's fire. How does it feel? Nothing. Let's increase the power.
Oh,
Increase it, yes, increase it. Increase it many notches, come on.
Okay.
Increase,
Okay.
increase, yeah. Do you feel anything? Nothing? Increase it. Let's go.
You move it like 2 millimeters at a time.
Nothing?
A little bit warmer now.
Okay, increase it, yeah. Nothing?
Yeah, now.
Okay, good.
Now I feel that steam.
Yes. You feel it. Beautiful. That's what we want, sorry. That's what we want.
So you don't work on the back, say here, or can you work on the sides?
You can, but not in this. Not in your case. You're too thin. Oh. Unless the 4.5 treatment, if you're really, no, not in the back. I mean, not in your case. But if you were a bit more overweight, then you can.
Yeah. But on the sides, yeah?
Yes, if you want, as long as you're overweight enough.
No, I'm not overweight.
This is what I'm saying, please eat more. Exercise, don't exercise, stop this exercising thing.
Sure, you can feel it.
So what we're doing is placing the shots this way first and then perpendicular. In the region of 20 shots per square.
You see, Andreas, the difference between me and Kathy is I'm built for speed. She's built for comfort.
You're born for speed.
Yeah, and Kathy is built for comfort.
Comfort.
She's a nice, cushy body to lie next to.
Speed because you run fast.
I run fast. Sure, daai een was baie warm. Is dit nie gel nie? Die gel opsit.
Daai ene?
Ja, hy is ook warm. Ek dink hy raak warm.
Ja, okay.
Baie warm.
Baie warm.
Baie warm. Sure.
Okay, now still got to go this way.
Ja.
Yeah, maybe you must also do like I did on your face. Avoid that and start from there, do it this way, and then you come back and start the other direction. Then the skin
Give
can
you time to
cool down a bit. I think that. You can smell it. It's funny heat. I can smell it. It's a funny burn smell.
Do you feel it?
Hmm?
Do you feel it?
Sure, I do.
Increase the power?
No,
Why?
believe me, I can feel it. This is like fire. Yeah, that one is. Is it going red? Can you see a difference?
No. Because also, yeah, I mean, at a certain point you should, but the difference is we're going much deeper. So that, those capillaries being broken up are not as visible. because we're actually going deeper. The 1.5, the 3.0, we're going much shallower, so I can see more. But also I've seen red Tommy's going red as well. Especially if you use a higher level. I mean, your tooth thing.
You'll go right through to the mattress and burn the mattress. See fire popping out at the bottom. There you go,
Right through the mattress.
his bed. Sure, that one is so. Oh, yeah. It's a little bit in gel, I think I off the bottom.
You can decrease the power level.
No, I think the gel becomes too hot, and then you
Treat it once every 3 months.
Yes.
For the body.
Yes. Or even more frequently, because the body is.
So we can go once.
Even every 2 months is no problem.
Once every 2 months.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
een beetje warm.
Mariki, you've got to eat more. My God, I can see
Feed me.
You can see. You freaking see the freaking six
My
packs.
lips.
What the hell?
Sure.
What's this?
Warm.
What is this? That's not
Should I
normal.
not have a six-pack?
You shouldn't.
It took a lot of exercise on this tummy.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't have
You
it.
know which exercises I do?
What?
Where you hold onto a person's legs, you lift your legs up and they throw it back and you bring it back in this direction, this direction, this direction. Or on a bed where the bed is actually like this. You hold onto the bed and then you lift your legs up.
Oh yes.
And you go in the different directions.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
But there you lift it up. If with the other one you lift and then they throw it back. But you shouldn't, your feet or your heels must not touch the floor. So you work on resistance. So every time they shoot your legs back, or the person shoots it back, you have to, with resistance, pull your legs up. Yes, and that tightens your tongue.
That's bad. You should stop that. You should stop that. Stop doing that. Eat more. Don't go jogging. Don't do this exercises.
And when I come back,
You can actually do these treatments much better.
the what?
These treatments are going to be more.
Sorry, let me just check up. You okay? Kan handle?
Maar hier het dit klaar gedoen. Niet zo is het.
Nee, dis waar ek die nuwe gel aangesit het.
Oh,
Die boonste ene ja, nie die onderste ene nie. Shame, kyk hoe moeg
Hij
gesê.
is erg. Hij brandt. Misschien moet ik hem zo eventjes afstaan. Ik kan hem nog afvoeren. Oeh, ja, net wel. En dan zien we allemaal gelijk af. Oeh, ik denk dat je terwijl je werkstellen.
Would you like some water, Andreas?
No, I'm okay.
Shame, we didn't even get you lunch.
No, I got that thing. It was really good.
So where have you been eating at night then?
It's called a place called Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Oh, so
You just order.
Uber Eats, yeah. And then sometimes I just went to a restaurant that was nearby.
Walk distance.
Yeah, I can't be bothered making food. I could make food. I've got a kitchen. Can't be bothered with that.
That
No, the
sounds
reason
like
why I
work
asked
if
is
you're
that
alone.
you've got Woolworths around the corner.
What are you looking for?
No, I'm sort of looking for a spatula to scratch off the excess gel. So I can put clean gel on her. That's a bit more comfortable. Now at Woolworths you can actually buy very nice pre-cooked food and sandwiches, and their food is pretty good.
So if somebody is now, say like me, that doesn't have a lot of body fat, but the skin has lost elasticity,
Yes.
can't you?
The merit of using a 1.5 on the tummy. Say
No, but I
4.5.
mean, say on my arms, if my skin is very thin.
4.5 to 3, yes. I mean, yeah.
Because I don't have fat, but my skin
No, there's
is,
no fat. No,
my skin is loose.
Yes, so the same
To
sort of facial
tighten it.
treatments, yes. You wouldn't do maybe a CO2 laser coupled with that? CO2 laser coupled with that.
To combine it.
If you want. And then skin peels.
And my skin is bad now that especially after the anesthetic. It was a very long anesthetic.
What operation did you have?
It's because of childbirth. Everything inside collapsed. And the doctor who buggered me up. So I had a whole complete pelvic reconstruction. Over 4 hours under anesthetic.
When was this?
7 weeks ago.
7 weeks ago. So childbirth has actually
It's-
impacted you now.
Yeah, over a long period, but it happened after childbirth. But I had ops, but it was never efficient.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, and now I had a major op. That's why I say it's not always good to push babies out.
Uh-huh.
And especially it depends also on the doctor.
Well, I will not know about that, so.
I should not have had by a normal delivery. I should have had a Caesar with my daughter because she was lying. Instead of a baby normally lies on their tummy with their back against the mom's tummy when they're born. But she was lying like this with her back to my back. So when you look at the anatomy, this portion of the head, they normally say it crowns. So this portion, when it pushes against the cervix, the cervix opens up. And the skull has got flat bones. So the bones falls over each other to make the head actually smaller to come through the vagina. Now, when a child lies in the wrong position, it's not this portion that comes out first. It's actually this portion. So the bones doesn't fold over the way it's supposed to. And because the pressure on the cervix is not correct, you do not dilate. The cervix doesn't dilate for labor. It becomes soft. And I was like in labor for 64 hours before she was born. So that was already an indication when you comes to your first, you go through 3 stages of labor, first, second and third. So when the first stage of labor indicates already like there's a problem, when it's delayed, like over 6 hours, the baby's not in the correct position. That's already an indication for a seizure. And I mean, you see, I'm tiny bald. So all of that is indication for seizure. So the doctor didn't do a seizure. He left me and left me and left me. And in the end, he literally removed her head, pushed it down with forceps to get it through the vaginal channel before her body could follow. And that damaged me.
Oh, okay.
And then came my son, and he was very huge. And what was not damaged, he damaged. So yes, thank God I draw the line by 2. Now it's hot.
So what's the consequences of having things collapsed? What's the...
You're starting to leak urine because your bladder goes down, your vagina collapse, the bladder push down into the vagina, the rectum push up into the vagina, and all kinds of things that you don't want. Yeah, and then in the end, they actually, it's hot, Kathy.
Last one.
They have to actually put mesh in, which they mesh. Yeah, mesh in. Yeah, that they attach to the bladder, and then they pull the bladder up. Then they attach it to the muscle at the pelvis at the back, and then they take staples and they actually staple it onto the bone, the pelvic bone at the back. And they did that with me, and they do the same with the vagina, and then they do the same with the rectum.
How long does that take?
It took over 4 hours.
4 hours, not that bad.
That's a lot.
Total anesthesia?
Over 4 hours.
Total anesthesia, yeah. Was not topical.
Not. 4 surgeons operated on me.
With the probes?
With the probes, and from the bottom. Cut me open in all directions.
But with
that
probes
was
on?
Not fun. The probes went through my tummy. So yeah, it's not fun.
I mean, and after the recovery, how was it?
Hell.
When was it? 7 weeks ago? You recovered completely now?
Yeah, now I'm recovered. But
do you feel much better now?
I went through hell to get where I am now. But I still have that after effect of the anesthetic. You know, your brain doesn't want to function. Your memory is destroyed.
Well, I'm this way, but I've never had this anesthetic there.
Well, that I can't help. Mine, I know, it's worse.
I haven't got anything to blame, you know?
No, mine is worse than the anesthetic. But, yeah, I'll get there. But it was a hell of a recovery. Now it's hot. But I'll bite on my teeth.
Lots of gel.
Ja, hy's hard hoor. Ek sê vir jou, hy's potent.
Sy beter.
Ja, is maar oral dieselfde. Ek dink die velletjie is dalk dunner.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if, like in my case, where I really don't have fat on my tummy, I mean the layer that's there is very thin. That just for tightening, that is better to go on a 4. Don't you think?
Yes,
If
in your
you
case,
use
yes.
What, 4.5?
At the moment it's 8.
Yeah, I know. But I would think a 4.5 will do what it should do if it's just a skin tightening. I mean, when it's somebody that's like a lot of overweight and cellulite and a thicker fat layer, and you want to break that down, then you go deeper. But if you just want to tighten the skin and there's nothing that you want to break down, I think you would
Go
be
shallow.
able to go shallow with a facial
4.5 and yes. Yes.
I don't know, that's just what
Yes,
my
yes,
brain
it is.
tells me.
It is. In your case, it's not much to. I mean, I can't even see how we can actually use the 13.0, 1 centimeter down. We're going to muscles.
Yeah, I don't
They haven't
think
got anything. This one,
I won't cope with that.
put weight on for this thing.
Just so that you can use the other one. No, rather use this 4.5. That's fine.
Yeah, put weight on. But I mean, could you not sit? I heard that if the baby is not in the right position, what they make you do is just sit up.
I had to, but it still took ages before I delivered.
I mean, you have to sit up, and then the baby changes to his natural
Yeah, I
position,
had to sit up
and then the baby.
for hours, from 6 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what my ass feel like.
And then it didn't actually turn. She didn't want to turn.
No.
So you reckon if it was a C-section,
I wouldn't have had all this trouble. Definitely not. Everything started after her birth. But that's the doctors, you know. The worst of everything is they even get paid to muddle you up.
muddle you up, meaning?
Yeah, by damaging you. I mean, it's your first child, you're already scared having a baby, don't know what's going to happen. And then the doctor, I call it negligence, to damage you like that.
I think 30 years on is a bit difficult to make a claim.
Yeah, no, I mean, the things normally comes out later, all the problems, when you become older. That's when all the things start.
So nothing, I mean, you were perfect up until your 50s.
No, I had problems, but I tried to overlook it. Till I realized that I have to do something about it before I'm too old to do something. Because the older you get, the more difficult it is for your body to recover from anesthetic and all those things. And I mean, for me, it was a very complicated, difficult recovery compared to 17 years ago. That was the last time I really had a huge op, when I had my back operation. And that was like a 3-hour anesthetic. I recovered so easily from that. This time I was like zonked out. I was down to the ground. It was just like everything just back up. I had no energy, I had no power, I was just flat. It drained me. And I mean, I was still going to gym till the Friday. I was done on the Monday. So I was still active and physically doing something. And it knocked me out. It knocked my feet out under me. I think it's good if you, like all the procedures I do, I know exactly what it feels like. So it's nice to have first-hand feeling about what's happening before you do it to your client.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because then you know exactly what they experience. If they tell you it's hot or it stings, then you know.
Yes.
It's not that they will feel it maybe in the same way that you felt it. Maybe their pain threshold is much lower.
Have you had this done, Andreas?
Yes. Not the body, because I'm like her. I've got the six pack.
But you've done your face?
I've done my face, yes. I had to do it.
I saw his video where
Yeah,
they
I've had to
did
do
him.
Yeah, I've
He
done.
was lying there like a corpse.
I've done my
Ooh,
had to do it.
Diane.
So you've done your
everything. I've done my.
you've done your bit.
I haven't done the ass rejuvenation yet. I think I'll have to try that one.
Which one?
The ass
Oh,
rejuvenation.
the ass. Why do you want to do an ass rejuvenation?
Because if
Well,
I'm
then
selling
that's
it,
how it feels.
if I'm selling it, I have to know what it feels
He
like.
knows what it feels like. That he can turn around to the chaps and say, well, you know, it took me 6 weeks to recover. Or, you know,
You really want that put out into your ass? Oh my
or,
gosh.
you know, like I shrunk 2 centimeters. From being a bit loose, I became tight-assed.
Oh my god.
Van loslappie na stywe gat. We've got an expression in Afrikaans.
Yeah.
We say loslappie.
Loslappie.
Yeah. It means that you're loose. You know, you haven't got very good morals and scruples.
Me?
No,
Oh, I'm
saying
full of
if
morals.
If we say to you, yeah, it's a loslappie, then what we're saying is you're a person of few morals.
I'm the example of somebody who's got extreme morals. Extreme. I'm
going to borrow
extreme
this
morals.
stuff to wipe your mouth.
Don't you believe me?
No.
I'm extremely moralized.
My father would have been horrified. 2 different
I'm
women
just
with
toning
2 different
myself down.
children, and he hasn't married one.
And the third one that is about your age is his.
I don't know. She wouldn't want to let me do a DNA test. I just went there with the earbuds to take a sample. She wouldn't let me do it. And I said, why? I don't want my son to have a father like you.
But she was willing to have sex with you.
That's the thing.
No, that's just where you're wrong. That was wind pollination.
Oh my god.
You know, really, just watch out for these tornadoes and cyclones. You know, and I mean, after all, hasn't Japan had another tsunami?
Oh, by the way, I've got to go to Japan.
Now just don't make another girl pregnant that side.
Yeah, just whatever you do.
Because it seems like you're going to have your kids all over the country,
No,
all over the world.
With this perfection we're dealing with, I have to spread the genes.
Yes. So what's your mom saying about all her grandchildren?
Oh my God.
Does she know?
She only knows about one.
The 1 or 4 months old.
The one in the UK. And I'm waiting until the other ones are born to actually break the news. Because she thinks it's not, I should actually be more normal. I should actually become a doctor and conduct a more normal life. And
But has she seen the little girl?
oh yes, I mean the one, of course, she knows. I mean, yes, of course.
Okay.
We've known each other with this woman now since 2005. So we're talking about 14 years now. So we've known each other for a long time. And my mum met her before many times. So
she
many
she
times,
does have
yeah.
contact with the
oh
baby,
yes,
her grandchild.
yes. As soon as when she grows up, she's gonna go to Italy to go to school. She's got to learn Italian. Yeah. Very important she learns Italiano. She's gonna learn at least 3 dialects and Chinese dialects, plus obviously English because she's British, and Italian, and who knows however more languages. And then when she's 5,
how many languages does her mommy speak?
but only 3 or 4, I can't remember. And then when she's 6, I'll take her with me to start looking up houses. I'm gonna educate her to be. All my children are gonna be educated to be in real estate.
When she's 6.
They've got to go around the country with me, looking at houses, do refurbishments, seeing me doing that, and so we're gonna pick it up. You see, I'll try to show them my good side. I will not hide my bad side, but
Your good side should be in your jeans.
my genes, exactly. Why?
Nobody takes them off at night and hangs them over the tree.
Then he's bad.
It's like scruples. You take them at night.
Okay. I'm full of morals.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Now, would you ever have thought the two of us sitting there in those lecture halls, so prim and proper, can talk such nonsense, eh?
Thank God. It's been too boring. I mean, I'm toning myself down. I'm actually. What do you call
Outspoken.
it? No, I'm trying to. It's not toning myself down. What do you call it? When censor myself. I'm censoring myself. I've been warned a number of times. Stop this laziness and the flirtishness. Stop it. Don't go into certain topics. Been told a number of times.
And I'm sure your mom told you many times.
Oh my God.
All the time.
Oh my God. I had to ban her from my Facebook.
So where's your dad?
My dad is in Sicily. My dad.
Are they divorced?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But he's also Italian.
Yes. It's not as crazy as I am.
But do you still have contact?
Oh, of course. 100%.
But they don't have contact with each other.
With each other, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
She didn't get married again.
No.
And him?
And he did, yes.
And you've got children?
No, just me.
Okay.
Just me.
So you spoiled.
Aye.
That's why you are like you are.
Yes, this is why I have to split the jeans. The ones that take off at night.
But most Italian men, they love women.
But the thing is, we're brought up in a certain. It's disrespectful not to flirt with women. This is the way we see it.
You're supposed to.
You're disrespectful to a woman if you're not flirting.
With her. If you don't make her feel good.
No, it's just
Yes.
the other way around in this country. If men flirt with another woman but he's married, or vice versa, the woman is married, oh, that can be a war. I'm telling you.
Men are
What war?
very jealous. Men in this country
and
very
quite
jealous.
honestly, they're actually very insecure.
You know, with me, and I can talk about that. My husband was married before, so I'm like, his ex-wife was like 6 years older than him, and she's like 15 years older than me. He's 8.5 years older than what I am. Oh, the jealousy. I'm telling you, a man couldn't look in my direction. And I mean, I used to be very pretty built, nicely built, sporty built. And I used to wear this short mini skirts and shorts and, oh, I'm telling you, if somebody just looks in my direction, then he wants to know who it is, when did we do it, blah, 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 blah. As if I have done anything wrong. He did not trust me at all. Nothing. Now, South African men, oh, the jealousy is terrible.
Here, I couldn't care less. I mean, I don't know. I really don't.
South African men.
But especially because I live in many different countries. I haven't got time to be jealous with all this friends I've got. So where do I start? I'm even worse. I mean, I just say, come on, show that arse. Come on, why don't you just get a freaking miniskirt there? It's got a thong.
But that side, most of the women are like in normal weight. It's not like here with the Africans. Yes, they're so overweight and fat. And even now, under the white culture, women are so overweight. They become like America.
No.
There's one.
That just puts me right off. I'm not interested. I lose it all interest.
No, and with the Africans, the bigger the bum, the more the men likes it.
I mean,
They
I've got to
love
confess.
it when they're so fat.
Yeah, I got to confess. I mean, the big butt. I mean, has got some liking. Yeah.
My ass falls out when it comes to fat. There's no fat. I told you, I'm built for speed, not for comfort. My husband was here me now. Oh, divorce guys. So you better edit that that video. Take out all the sound.
Okay. I'll blame the video editor then. What's your husband's email? I'll just send a link. Is he still jealous?
All the way.
Still?
Still. Being with him for 38 years, married for 34 years, still.
I'm not saying you're not good looking or anything. I mean, it's not as if, spring chicken, I'm not a spring cock. Not as if you're just extremely young,
Still jealous.
Okay.
I think it's just bred into the South African
Is it?
men,
Alright.
being jealous. It's in their genes.
No, I don't know. My dad and myself, I mean, my mum used to say, "Me, how much I liked your dad. He wasn't jealous at all." She used to say, "My dad is not jealous." She freaked out. I mean, and apparently this is why she liked him.
How long have they been married?
20 years, I think. 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was... one of the things that she liked, the fact is that he wasn't jealous.
But
But my mum was
why
extremely
did
hot.
they split up? Is it
My mum has
because of
got...
a depression?
No,
You said she was very depressed.
yeah, when did I say that?
When we were talking the other day, I asked you if she's still working. You said,
Oh, yes, she's
"Oh,
very
when we
depressed,
were
yes.
there at your place."
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, you said
Yes, yes.
she
And you see, I
suffered
think,
from
and I think it's
depression.
got to be something to do with that. I think it's got. My mum is someone who not many people can.
Tolerate. Yeah. Difficult.
Oh my god, a freaking nightmare. Oh my god. I mean, I had to really block her from my Facebook. Seriously, I blocked my own mum.
Why? What does she do?
Because it's always, I mean, she's gotta tell me. She freaks out of the things that I post on Facebook, and I'm thinking, oh, we don't need to see it. So, I mean, it happens and it happened a number of times. I think, well, let's block it then. And then at some point, she went like, well, we can only speak through Facebook. I just, she knew exactly, like a child. It's just like my dad, I couldn't care less.
But I heard that Italian women are difficult.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
That Italian
Yes. I mean,
women is very difficult and very strict and
I mean,
in certain ways.
it's like the freaking
and-
weather. My mum is like the weather. I mean, why?
And
This is-
they're very short-tempered.
Oh my god. My mum is, I mean, short-tempered is nothing. We're talking about short-tempered, it's
Fire
nothing.
lighter.
Oh my god. Oh, let's not go there. Let's not go there. And then when I finally left Italy and I wasn't staying in Italy, I'm very far away from my parents and my mum, till I started sleeping well. All my friends were, I didn't have to worry about what I was saying.
Did you
saying the wrong
stay with
things.
her
Yes.
that time?
Well, I was my
Till you
parents
moved
everything.
away.
Well, I left Italy when I was 22, 23. I never looked
There
back.
we go.
Done and dusted. Phew, that
Never
was,
looked back.
Sunny area.
Well, I'm telling you, that was tough. At that setting and at 90, it was...
Yeah, but it's only, I think, 40%. maybe.
Yeah, but I think it's because I don't have a lot of fat.
Yes.
So
For
yeah,
this treatment, you've got to gain weight.
it was tough. Next time when we do it, we will use the facial probe.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're done then.
For today,
Yes.
before we do go, what I would like to do is I just want to take a photograph of each screen
Yeah.
with the different cartridge in, so that at least I
Yeah,
know.
can do.
No, just so I can.
It's your device, Nessa.
Yeah, it's. I just want to do it so that I've got them, that I can just sit and practice, draw the blocks.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I just want to draw the blocks. Then I don't have to fiddle with the machine. It can just. Do you want to leave it here? Wat wil jy maak? Wil jy hom hier toesluit? En dan nee, wat ons kan doen is dan
was volgende week bij elkaar.
yeah, I'm working Monday,
Ja,
You
Monday,
got-
I'm going.
And then
to
Tuesday
Mexico.
morning I've got to go to my grandson's school thing. So I'll be there.
Ja, so kyk so by
Let me just get some.
Woensdag, Donderdag.
Ek is nie baie besig volgende week nie, tot dusver nie. Dan kan ons kyk wanneer het jy weer 'n dag. Dan kan ons weer by mekaar kom. En dan kan ons jou gesig doen.
Ja,
Kan ek op jou
dan kan
oefen?
Ek weer jou maag doen.
Ja, dit. En dan kan ons jou arms doen. En albei van ons wil bene, my liefste, moet gedoen word.
Ja, beslis.
Kan jy hom aflaai? Want ek gaan nog werk.
Ek
Dat ons vir hom vra om... Ja. Dan kan jy ten minste in die pad spring.
Ja, is dit maar. Ek moet gaan
Tegen
geld
4.
trek. Ek moet net kyk, want daai ding is deurgegaan. Maar daar was 'n probleem op my bank, so met die gevolg dat
Hoeveel het jy nodig om...
die exchange het nou opgegaan.
Ja.
So ons betaal actually nou,
'n bietjie meer.
ja. So ek moet nou net kyk of hulle vir my 'n SMS gestuur het met die bedrag, sodat ek die difference kan uitwerk, dat ek dit vir my kontant kan trek. Want dit is meer as wat dit nou
Maar
oorspronklik
hoeveel is dit?
Ek moet nou eers kyk of ek die SMS gekry het.
Wat sy
Nou
vrou?
vanoggend dat ek dit wat hulle dit vir my uitgewerk was omtrent 1.500.
Ja, okay.
Mm.
Ek het nie soveel